What's up, guys? Welcome back to Drew's DIY. I got a little project going on here. I wanted to show you guys what's going on. Bought this house a couple years ago. We've done some renovation stuff. So this was a smoker's house. We did a lot of painting, replaced the flooring, all that stuff. I'm going around trying to replace all the switches now. Most of them are an almond color, and they're pretty dingy from the previous owners. So I want to get all those switched up for to nice white new ones. Plus, this house was built back in what was it, 72. So a lot of them are worn out anyways, very loose and stuff like that. So we want to get that updated, get those new in the house looking good, along with all the other stuff that we've done. So check this out. All right, guys. So here's this multi-panel here. I've got a dimmer switch that goes to our family room. A regular switch. This one, obviously, I've already replaced. I had it an extra one in my toolbox when I was doing some other stuff around the house. I want to replace these two as well, but I'm going to start with this dimmer. Now, I will warn you, I've replaced switches, I've replaced outlets, stuff like that. I am not an electrician. This is the first dimmer that I've done. So, and you can see on these switches all of that, how dingy and nasty they are from the previous owners. And man, this one's tight. I should have brought the drill up. So obviously, big difference here in what the original ones are and what the new ones are. So I'm going to get these updated now. The fun thing is I'm not putting back a traditional dimmer in this location here. I'm actually going to update it a little bit as well, and I will show you here in just a second what we're going to be putting in place here. So let's pop this up, and the electricity is off. I've already done that. Lights aren't on. I'm in the entryway of our house here, and I've got the door open for a little extra light. Alright, so we've got two blacks and a red here. Let's see if they're labeled. And they are not, so that's fun. Alright, so I don't know which one's which. Alright, let's see what we can figure out. But let me show you what I'm doing here. So I'm going to be replacing it with this unit that has the switch with the dimmer on the side, and it's also, I don't know if you can see that, it's also compatible with dimmable LEDs, so I can update the bulbs down there also without them acting all weird. So that is a good deal there. So I'm gonna pop this open. Let's compare what we got here with this one. See what we got going on. Alright, so on the back of this one, alright, so we've got the screw mounts here. So, alright, so that's good. 3 screw mounts. And our ground. I do have grounds tucked back in there. I don't know why there's no ground. I do see ground wires tucked back in there, but it doesn't look like, but there's not a ground coming to this, which it's not groundable, which I guess back in 72 that wasn't really a thing. When we replaced this one, we did not attach that ground. So what I'm assuming here, since we've got ground, is that the box is grounded. That may be the way they did that on this one. But just to be safe, since I've got a ground wire attached to this one, I'll probably go ahead and put that in with the grounds back there. Just a little extra protection. It's not going to hurt anything. Alright, let's take a look here. So I'm assuming, I really honestly wish I knew more about these. sure you guys will have fun in the comments telling me how much of an idiot I am. Anywho, alright, so I'm assuming this one's going to be the red. I don't know that the blacks make a difference. Alright, let's pull these out a little bit more, see if I can... It is a three-way. Duh. Okay. So one will be coming in, one will be going to the other end, but I don't know which one's which. And this one isn't labeled one way or the other. Okay. Alright, let's pull this apart. Alright, so I'm gonna tuck, wow, that was loose, that's awesome. Good on you there. Smokes. Alright, I'm gonna tuck this one there around, that was the red. Since all these wires are black, that's great, you know. Way to color code that and make that confusing. Alright. Put that off to the side. Alright. So I'm going to take this. I usually like to use these press-in fittings, but I don't want to make this difficult if I've got to turn this around. So for starters, alright, this is up. This is the red. Man, that's got to go all the way across the neck. I do not have much slack on that wire. Man, more fun stuff. Okay. So we're going to do this. I'm just putting these in the position where they're going to attach. Let me get my screwdriver here. Switch that up to the Phillips. Alright. Alright. Oh. Sorry about that. Alright, so let's put a little loop on these and make this easy. The thing is, I don't have to strip these and stuff. Alright. Alright, make that one a little tight. There we go. Alright, we got one there. Here's the one that was, oh, I'm going to do that one last. I'm going to do the red one. Since the red one's tight, I'm going to do that one last. I won't have much slack there. Pardon me while I fight with this wire. There, come on, get in there. Almost had it. All right. Okay, so let me go flip the breaker and take a look. All right, so I'm taking around the corner here. Forgive the mess. Lights are on. Flipping that switch off. Not sure about this dimmer. I would figure that would be all the way off, but it is dimming, so it works. All right. So there's that. I'll play with this a little bit. So there's a blue switch on the side here. Or on the front. Put that high. Well, that's not doing anything on the light, so we'll leave that where it was, right in the middle. I'm not sure what that's about. I don't know if I dim that. Oh, okay, yeah. All right, so if I turn this down to low and I dim it, it goes all the way off. It's not really made. If I put it on the high, it's not making them. So I guess that adjusts how low the dimmer actually takes them. So I do want that a little bit lower. Not that we use that dimmer that much, honestly. So I am gonna I'm not gonna turn it all the way down. I'm about halfway between. So if I want the lights off, I'll just turn the lights off. You know what? I'm just gonna leave it there in the middle. Okay then, off. All right, so that worked. Okay, that was easier than I thought. All right then, I do still want to ground this, however, so let's see if I can pull that out here without having to disconnect this. That's not happening. So assume that the box is grounded because there are ground wires present. I'm just going to disconnect this. My dad always said work smarter, not harder. It's just a ground wire, Drew. There we go. Okay, so I think this one's a little stack these wires a little bit. The box might be a little bit bigger than the old one. It's not wanting to go in there real easy. So I get my big noggin in the way there. Get this one started here. All right. So again, I'm not a professional electrician. I'm just working on my own house. Showing you guys how I did this. I'm not saying this is right. It did work. Hopefully in no way did I my family in any harm's way. I don't think I did. I mean, I didn't do anything crazy with this. But full disclosure, full disclaimer, do not use this as professional reference of how to install a three-way dimmer. It worked. Doesn't mean it's right. Alright, this isn't quite level here to me. Alright. Now, the other part of this, just for kicks, let's do one of these here. This is not a three-way. You know, I just realized I don't have the electricity off. Let's not do something stupid, so be right back. Okay, so I got the power off there. Let's proceed on this switch. Alright, this switch goes to the porch light. We've got two wires on one post here, another one here. I'm not sure why that is. It should just be a simple two-wire deal. Coming in, going out. It only works one light, and that's the porch light. There's nothing else on the porch that would work at the same time. I don't want something not to work, so we'll put it back the way it is. But this is typically a very simple swap. Two wires, two poles. Alright, they're on the opposite side on this one, but that shouldn't make any difference. And again, we do not have black and white color-coded wires here. Let's see which one's hot and which one's neutral. Okay, now I'm even more confused. Okay. I've never seen this before. Not that I do a ton of this. That's very interesting. Alright, so I don't know if you can see this. This would be the hot, the coming from the panel, okay? Okay, there you can kind of see. This is a loop. Basically, they took this off to tie it to the screw, and then this goes to this one. So the hot is coming in from the box. It's on the same breaker. It's powering, I guess multiple switches here. I've never seen someone do that. I get it. It works. Not hurting anything. Interesting. Actually pretty cool. Okay. Let me put you back down here. All right. Actually kind of dig that. I think that was a pretty smart electrician that did that. So, and then this one goes to the light fixture. So this one hot comes in, and it's also powering this other one, which we've got a pole light out by the driveway, which that one goes to. So the hot coming in, it wasn't the same on all of these. My father-in-law actually did this one for me when I was working on other stuff. He was here helping me out. So I'm not sure if that's got the same loop set up on that or not. He didn't say anything about it, but that doesn't mean anything. So, all right, what we're going to do here, I do not have a little screwdriver with me to pop that out. So we'll snip that off there. And I got this fun doodad here for stripping wires. My grandfather was an electrician. And this was actually his. Very fun deal. They still make these. I have seen that. Well, that didn't work very well. Yeah, I probably had that backwards. Good on you, Drew. Drew is not an electrician. As if that needs to be said. Okay, there we go. There it is. Had the tool upside down. Okay. Found this in his toolbox. This is, I can pretty much guarantee this tool is older than me. I cleaned it up, oiled it up. Man, things worked awesome. Like I said, you can still get these. They do make new ones of these if you're interested. So you've got your different, let's try to put this up on the wall there, different size teeth there for your different gauge of wires. Puts in there. This side grabs it. So don't do like I did. This side grabs the end that's staying put. This side cuts the wire, and then it pushes it apart. All in one deal. Pretty cool. Alright, so off, down. Also need to, you know what, since I'm doing this, I will do a little, stick them in here. Alright, so there's a little gauge of how deep this needs to be to use these holes. I'm also going to check, make sure it will accept, and it will. So we're going to did that a little too far. We're going to nip that off here. There we go. Tighten up this screw because I'm not going to use it. So we're just going to slide that in there, and that is all the way down in there. There's no copper showing, so that's safe. And then I'm going to twist this a little bit. So put it back in there, get that around the other screw. It's a little persuading getting that loop around. Alright, there it is. And take my needle nose back here. I'm going to kind of pinch those together there. All right. And then let's tighten this down there. Nice and snug. Snug as a bug in a rug. Man, that is tight in there. Okay. Top in. Twisted there, maybe that's why it's so tight. Keep that centered. Top one tighten up here. Good on you. All right. Let me go check the brick. All right, switch is on. Let's go out here. Light is on. Okay, just a little electrical work doing around the house today. Yeah, Christmas decorations are up. Okay, so again, be kind in the comments. Like I said, I am not a professional. It worked. Just a little upgrade on my own house here. So hopefully it helps somebody out that's confused on things. If I've really done, if you're an electrician or you're a lot more knowledgeable than me, and I did something wrong, please let me know so I can fix it. But like I said, everything's working, so I think we're in good shape there. I'm going to finish up that third one, which would just be redundant for you guys and no reason to take up video time on that. And I'm going to keep going around the house and get all of these updated through the house. So thanks for checking out the video. Everybody, God bless. Have a good one.